Welcome back to Crypto Tutorial. On today's video, I would like to discuss XRP, how it's currently performing, and what we could expect during the upcoming hours and days. As well, I would highly appreciate if you could follow me down below on Twitter by using the link in the description underneath social and info. It will be highly appreciated. And for all of you who are not subscribed yet, if you hit that subscribe button, it will be highly appreciated, and thank you very much already. Let's get started on XRP. If we take a look at XRP right now, what I can clearly see right away is that we have seen this major ascending support. We have seen multiple touch points in the past on top of it, right over here, and we saw a third touch point here. So that is for me absolutely important. So if we're going to see a further decline, I think very likely that we are going to see a stronghold being found on top of this ascending support area. Therefore, if you are not yet in the trade and you might perhaps want to actually enter a long trade position, I personally think that it's very likely that on top of this ascending support, it would be a great entry point if you would like to take a long position during the upcoming days. As well, I would like to discuss what we are currently seeing on the EMA Ribbon on the 4-hourly time frame. Clearly, we are getting supported by the EMA Ribbon right now. What I think is very important is that the EMA Ribbon is aligned with 0.618 area at approximately $1.20. Therefore, I think this area over here will be for sure a stronghold, and especially as well because we have seen previously resistance being found underneath. So therefore, I think this will be a major stronghold for the upcoming days if we are going to see a decline, and as well for the upcoming hours for sure, because we do not want to break out even further above this descending resistance, because that would be actually quite bad for the overall trend. So therefore, this has to be a stronghold. For example, right now, I would like to see a stronghold getting created on top of the 0.618 at $1.20. But if we see perhaps a wick heading a little bit further down towards a retest of this ascending support, that could be perhaps be possible, but I would like to see actually XRP holding strong on top of the $1.20 area. As well, I would like to take a look at the MACD. On the MACD, we can clearly see that a crossover might perhaps be inevitable on the 4-hourly time frame. Therefore, I would like to take a look at the 1-hourly time frame, and what you can clearly see over here is that we are still experiencing momentum towards the downside. Therefore, I think that we could see that crossover on the 4-hourly time frame for sure taking place, and that will have influence on the price action of XRP for sure, due to the fact that we will see a further decline in price action and not a further increase during the upcoming hours. Perhaps afterwards, once we found support on top of this $1.20 area, we will for sure continue with our uptrend and the pace towards the upside. On the 1-hourly time frame, I would like to discuss as well the EMA Ribbon. On the EMA Ribbon, you can clearly see that if we see a further breakdown, it would actually be not something I will be very pumped about. Why I'm actually not amused by this if we break down below the EMA Ribbon on the 1-hourly time frame. As you saw previously, we could find resistance above us if we see a breakdown occur underneath the EMA Ribbon on the 1-hourly time frame. I think that is absolutely likely to occur right now, due to the fact that we are seeing that crossover as well on the 4-hourly time frame almost taking place, and we could expect more downward momentum and decline in price action. Therefore, heading towards the 0.618 level of Fibonacci is likely to occur, and perhaps if we experience even more downward momentum due to the fact that we will see the EMA Ribbon as a level of resistance above us, we could perhaps head even all the way towards the retest of this ascending support and seeing a trend reversal taking place once we reach that point in time. So these are very important things to me. As well, I would like to take a look at the RSI lastly on the 1-hourly and 4-hourly time frame. If we take a look at the RSI, what you can clearly see right away is that we have been creating this lower high structure. That is for sure important, especially because previously on the chart we were creating these higher highs. Well, that was clearly seen as well on the RSI until this point in time, and right now we saw clearly a lower high, or well, even high, equal high on the chart, and we are seeing a lower high on the RSI. Therefore, right now, I think it is very important on the 1-hourly to see a breakout taking place above this descending resistance and major increase on the RSI afterwards. I think this is actually quite likely to occur, but my personal opinion is that we are actually going to see a further decline heading towards that dotted line on the lower part on the RSI, and at that point in time, perhaps being able to see that breakout above this descending resistance and seeing major movement towards the upside afterwards. So this is absolutely important to me right now. And as well, lastly, I would like to discuss the RSI on the 4-hourly time frame. If we head towards the 4-hourly time frame, you can clearly see that the RSI does actually look very good. We were seeing a higher high getting created as well. On the RSI, we are seeing an equal high. I don't think this was a confirmed bearish divergence, but for sure, we did not see even more movement towards the upside, and we have seen a decline ever since that point in time. As well, previously, we were seeing that higher low and a lower low on the RSI. That was for sure the bullish divergence, and eventually we saw major spike and increase in price action afterwards. Right now, I currently think what does actually look good is that we are still above the 50 area on the RSI. That is the dotted line in the middle of the RSI. And if we are able to hold strong on top of this range, I personally think that major increase afterwards is absolutely likely to occur. Even if we see a small spike below it, as we saw previously, I still think it is very likely that we're going to see major increase afterwards and one more leg like we saw previously getting created. So thank you very much for watching this video. What I would like to actually recap for you is that what you have to take into consideration right now is that we have to stay on top of this ascending support. Otherwise, I will actually be a little bit more doubtful on what direction XRP is going to head towards. But personally, right now, I think this will be for sure a stronghold, and afterwards we will see major continuation. So thank you very much and have a nice day.